fascinating thing about the FBI going into Mar-a-Lago. Hold on one second. We'll see if we can, if that's going building as we go. That's just great. Hold on one second. Please tell me there are. Here you go. Here you go. Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. Hold on one second. Let me stretch this out a little bit. Okay. These are dark times for our nation, as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided, and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Get the fuck out of here. That's not real. This is not real. Somebody had to have written this up. Quit it. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before. Well, you're not president, so I suppose there's that. After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home, which you can't live there, fucko. It's a golf course. It's a business. On my home was not necessary or appropriate. It is prosecutorial misconduct. It's not. They're not prosecuting. They're gathering evidence. That wouldn't be prosecutorial. The weaponization of the justice system and an attack by radical left Democrats who desperately don't want me to run for president in 2024 by discovering evidence that especially based on recent polls, and who will likewise do anything to stop Republican and conservatives in the upcoming midterm elections. Such an assault could only take place in broken third world countries. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries, corrupt at a level not seen before, never seen before. They even broke into my safe. What is the difference? Oh, get out of here. What is the difference between this and Watergate, where operatives broke into the Democratic National Committee? Here in reverse, Democrats broke into the home of the 45th President of the United States. Well, the plumbers did not have a warrant. And at no point did the DNC steal classified documents and hide them in their office at the Watergate Hotel. The political persecution of President Donald J. Trump has been going on for years, with the fully debunked Russia scam, impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, and so much more. And wait, there's more. It just never ends. It is political targeting at the highest level. Hillary Clinton was allowed to delete and acid wash 33,000 emails. Well, that was the style at the time. You know what I mean? If she'd made those emails in the 70s, they'd be bell bottoms. But acid wash was fucking hip. After they were subpoenaed by Congress, absolutely nothing has happened to hold her accountable. They have copies of all the emails. You can't wash them out of a document. They have to destroy their State Department shit when they leave, in case they fall into the wrong hands and people can extract stuff from them. You want that to happen. It's silly. She even took antique furniture and other items from the White House. I stood up to America's bureaucratic corruption. I restored power to the people and truly delivered for our country like we have never seen before. The establishment hated it. Now, as they watch my endorsed candidates win big victories and see my dominance in all polls, they are trying to stop me and the Republican Party once more. The lawlessness, political persecution, and witch hunt must be exposed and stopped. I will continue to fight for the great American people. That's not real, is it? That's silly. The Federal Bureau of Investigation today executed a search warrant in Mar-a-Lago. 2 sources confirm they just left. I thought they were occupied. I just read the... What do you mean they just left? They're supposed to hold the fucking place. It is real? Please. Get the fuck out of it. That's not... A grown man didn't write that. Come on. They just left. Well, then then I gotta shred the goddamn thing. Yeah, they're in the sewers now. That's right. Did they show up with scuba gear? Going, oh, God. After you, Charlie. Okay. As soon as you shut the lid, don't forget to flush. They just left. Not sure what the search warrant was about. To be honest, I'm not a strong enough reporter to hunt this down, but it's real. And that's fun. DOJ, FBI, remember when Trump stole 15 boxes of classified documents from the White House? Yes, they do. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the statement. It's going around. The fuck? No, you can't flush them. Wow. Ah! Yeah, oh, there it is. Here you go. This is the his version. There you go. Oh, what sad times are these? Sorry, asshole. They had a warrant. Don't have a sliver of faith. Whatever FBI finds in quotes won't be tainted. Mar-a-lago shady as fuck. What? Why? The corrupt FBI just raided Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. No, you move. Mother of two, wife of one. Thank you. I'm totally a real person. That's awesome. Well, I guess that's the. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Rachel. Yeah, at 6 o'clock. That's your. I mean, that's your show, kiddo. This like brings us back to the old times with Rachel Maddow's show where she would go, "Well, we had a show, and then this happened." That just totally is what's going on right now. Girl, yeah, girl. I saw. She'll hold up. I got another call. Hello, girl. Oh, girl. Again, this is how you know Trump is the world's biggest fuck up. Because because who can become president of the United States and make their life worse? Only Trump. It took Nixon 2 terms to do that much damage to his life. Not sarcasm. FBI agents raid Mar-a-Lago. Why is okay? The marching. The wheels turn slow, but yeah. Yeah, I guess this is shit. Ah, it's so funny. It is being occupied. They just left. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. It's being held. I can't even return home. It's like when you get the place fumigated and you can't go in for like 3 days. That's so funny. Trump's compound Mar-a-Lago raided. Yeah. Where's the other one? The other piece, the document where he's like, "They have raided and held my dear home, my sweet, sweet home, where I live in the tower, all alone, peeing in mason jars and growing my nails out, waiting for the cockroaches to come in my Howard Hughes madness, where I can see the sea from my window perch." Very nice. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh, and it's shit hitting the fan gif. Right. She's on Only Murders in the Building, and she's apparently selling an NFT picture of her vagina. Mm-hmm. Sort of changes what the F means, I suppose, in that situation. I guess. Um, so good. I mean, that's got to be the top trend, right? Nope. Man, oh my God, no, 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 no. Dear God. She'd been fighting breast cancer for so long. Such a sweetheart. That's just sad. I cannot even react to this currently right now. I will react to it later. I will have to shelve it. I can't tell you how much of a crush I had on her when I was a kid. And one of the greatest things about being I was at a fundraiser for Al Gore, where she sang "Hopelessly Devoted to You." All right. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago's way down here. I have to scroll this way down because, I mean, that's going to have to be, I'm going to have to talk about that on the morning show. So, yeah, I got it right in the feelers. That's not good. All right. We'll just put, like I said, not going to change anything. Feel it when we feel it. How we feel it when we feel it. I will be watching Grease and Xanadu tonight. I own both of them. Breaking. Former President Donald Trump said his home Mar-a-lago was raided by FBI agents. Yeah, it's going to be that one over and over again. Says in a statement. Yeah, they're just going to be referencing his statement. Trump shows a profound ignorance of the law. Democrats did not break into his home. This is not prosecutorial misconduct because prosecutors don't approve warrants. The search occurred because a federal judge found probable cause that evidence of a crime would be at Mar-a-Lago if they hadn't flushed it already. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's just, I have to say, that's just fucking huge. It has to be the news all night. And by the way, can we just take a moment? Rob Reiner, you're a lovely human being. I love you, and I want to have your babies. And he has been waiting for something like this to happen for quite a long time, more than almost any other person. And here it is. Hey, Bob. Is Bob in here? Oh, there he is. Yeah, this has never happened before. This is huge. And what are they going to do? They're going to show that this asshole still has more records that he did not give back. They broke into his safe. That's going to be, I mean, there is not enough ketchup in the world. Wow, the sky is falling. Now we all got to sit here and watch this unfold for the next like 3 hours as more information comes out. Because there's got to be somebody, I mean, reporters have just got to be like, fuck, get your shirt on, get scared, somebody get over there. It was really kind of Ron DeSantis to offer so much support for the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago. Clearly had to know about it and stayed silent for the good of America. Ouch. What did I tell you about the shivving? What did I tell you? And so the end is near, and so I face the shower curtain. This is Michael Cohen. The end is near. It's never good when the FBI raids your property. I agree, especially when you're Donald Trump and you've been storing documents at that location. FBI executes. Yeah, well, because he would know. Michael Signorelli. It's just music to my ears. Like this is, and yeah, and then of course this is. Remember when I was saying to everybody about like the DeSantis having 25% and Trump having 41%, and ultimately if Trump doesn't run and it ends up being DeSantis, they're going to think it's because he shivved him. Yet another example. You can't dark Brandon him. That's not fair. Frank Fagluzzi, I'll be on MSNBC tonight. You think? Guess somebody's phone just rang 3 minutes ago. Literally, I'll be on MSNBC tonight. 3 minutes ago. Look at that. Good on you, Frank. Holy shit. Ah, this is so good. Like, how do we... Now we all want to go watch the news. Do you guys mind if I cut today's show short so we can all go watch this fucking play out? Because I can't just replay the news on my channel. That's not fair to anybody. Dark Garland doesn't... Yeah, no, I'm not doing Dark Merrick. Yeah, I always wanted to visit Guatemala. Now I can get a big taste without going abroad. There you go. The establishment sending the FBI to raid Mar-a-Lago tells me one thing. They are scared as hell of him running again and his influence on American politics on both sides. Yeah. You mean DeSantis. That's, again, look at what these assholes are saying. All people need to do is just start tweeting hashtag DeSantis new. Hey, maggots. Hashtag DeSantis new. The walls of Mar-a-Lago green. And tomorrow, by the way, there'll be a Russell Brand video. Wow, this really happened, and they went after. Okay, these are the latest. Let's go to the latest. Trump says Mar-a-Lago. Okay, there you go. No one get excited. They were looking for Lindsey Graham. Okay. Well, there it is. Yeah, everybody's just repeating this. Breaking Mar-a-Lago raided by the FBI. Gateway pundit. Okay. Fascist totalitarianism reborn in America. Well, it was because he thought he could take classified documents home with him and sell them to the highest bidder, but then he got hoisted by his own petard. By the way, of course they broke into his safe. They need the money because obviously he's rich, and they all the monologues, like seriously, like the right now somewhere in all of the like late night talk shows, a bunch of people just went, well, fuck, there we go. All right, well, there go those jokes. Start from scratch. Can you read the statement again from him? Yes, I will. Let me find another copy of it because it'll be in here. They went into my home and they raided my house. This is all I have to say is Channel 1 in Russia is going to be very upset. First, the Obama admins FBI spied on Trump's campaign, and now the Biden-Harris campaign admins FBI is doing this. Donald Trump's Florida home, Mar-a-Lago, currently being raided by the FBI. What the fuck? They even broke into my safe. Womp wah. Hold on. Oh, I have one of those. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna grab this guy over here, if I may. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Let's find a good one though. There you go. All of his suspicious numbers. A lot of repeating phrases. It's like Alex Jones. It's weird when during the week Alex Jones can call Trump and go, "Sucks to be you, buddy." All right, we have to. There it is. Okay, let's see. Give me the whole statement again. Let's see it. That's funny. There we go. Yet another. Oops. Sorry. This one. Breaking. Former President Donald Trump said in a lengthy statement Monday that the FBI was conducting a search of his Mar-a-Lago estate. Yeah, that's not what he said, Fox Orlando. He didn't say they're conducting a search. He said that they raided the place and they're holding it. They're keeping... What's this one? This one goes to everybody tantruming at Mar-a-Lago tonight. I see, okay. Boo fuckity who. Boo Fuckity who sucks to be you when you go number 2 in your pants. Boo. Okay, this will be the Coast has the whole statement on there, so we'll. Here it is. These are dark times for our nation. As my beautiful home, get out of here. As my beautiful home, Mar-a-lago, in Palm Beach, Florida, home of the world's greatest chocolate cake, is currently under siege, raided, and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. They have occupied that again. These assholes saying he said that they executed a search warrant. He said no such fucking thing. He said they're occupying it. Say is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. It's a group of large FBI agents, like 4 of them, but they all weigh 900 pounds. Nothing like, they're on scooters. Nothing like this has ever happened to a former president of the United States before. After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate. I gave back a good 27% of the things that I stole, and I said, a promise, and I only had 2 fingers crossed behind my back. It is prosecutorial conduct, misconduct. The weaponization of the justice system by a racist DA in New York City, Letitia Garland, terrible person, and an attack by radical left Democrats who desperately don't want to see your favorite president run for in 2024, even though I'm still president and I never stopped. And if I am, then I can't be again. But I stopped because they made me, but I don't want to. Especially based on recent polls, especially the one I got at CPAC where I won the straw poll at 99. I know it said 69 on the paper, but 90. I read 6s upside down. It helps. Imagine my embarrassment when I went to Jared's building, 999 Fifth Avenue. Especially who will likewise do anything to stop Republicans and conservatives in the upcoming midterm election. Such an assault could only take place in broken third world countries. It was my mistake to break the country and turn it into a third world country with January 6th, and people are putting it back together again. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries, corrupt at a level not seen before. They even broke into my safe! What is the difference between this and Watergate, where the operatives broke into the Democratic National Committee with a warrant given to them by a judge after documents had been stolen and placed... Here, in reverse, the Democrats broke into the home of the 45th President of the United States, where I'm not technically living, more like couch surfing. They came, they said, "Sir, the political persecution of Donald Trump has been going on for years, and now the fully debunked Russia, just insert, but that part about where I said that, just put part of the speech in there. Fill it out. It needs something more." Hold on. Now, where is it? Get out of here. Hold on. Where is it? Hillary Clinton was allowed to delete and acid wash 33,000 emails. In all fairness, I was selling 33,000 classified documents in 15 different boxes. Shouldn't we just call it even? She even took antique furniture and other items from the White House. I stood up to America's bureaucratic corruption. I restored power to the people, and by the people I mean the Saudis, and truly delivered for our country. Notice how I don't say America. Like we have never seen before, since, or during. The establishment hated it. Mitch McConnell, I blame you. Ron DeSantis gave the green light to this. Now, as they watch my endorsed candidates win big victories, they are afraid that Herschel Walker will... They're trying to stop me and the Republican Party once more, especially those in the Republican Party. The lawlessness, political persecution, and witch hunt must be exposed and stopped. I will continue to fight for the great American people. The other people, fuck them. I don't like them. Breaking Dark Brandon takes Mar-a-Lago. Oh, rats. Come on now. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Hashtag Democrats are destroying America again. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago's right at the top. There it goes. Bing. Let's go to the latest. I don't know if there's any videos of it. Probably not. Oh, just video from...
Oh, it's not. It's not. You've got Trump derangement syndrome. Calm down, Jesse. Calm down. You're going to bust through all the Botox on your face. Look at this guy freaking out. They raided his house. And they're going to keep raiding it, Jesse. Okay? Look at your face. Looks like you got a mask on. Because you're Botox to the nines. You look ridiculous. Are you a Real Housewives or a real news reporter? Shout out to the Real Housewives of everywhere. No disrespect. But you look like a real housewife of nowhere. Look at you with all that Botox in your face, Jesse. They raided his crib. Good. Ha, 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 ha.
Like... Yeah, this is the footage of the...
Enrage the country, especially...
This should make us so... I'm so angry.
Especially the Republican base, a base that is
especially the Republican base, especially those who were gonna vote for DeSantis and then found out that he kept all this quiet.
Clearly behind the ex-president. You look at the CPAC straw poll.
Yeah, which is, I mean, totally scientific.
Dominating it. You look at the straw poll they did for
all the straw polls.
For the Turning Point.
The straw man poll
event.
You look at the straw man's penis.
He dominated it.
Dominated it. Didn't even have to do anything.
He is clearly the front runner to seize the Republican nomination.
And they came after him.
And polling now shows that he's going to defeat Joe Biden in 2024.
Yes, totally. I believe it. I've always believed it. It's the thing that keeps me up at night. I wake up sweating, full of fear. I scream at the ceiling. Dear God, there's no way Biden could beat Trump like a dog again.
That's the matchup. So to then send FBI agents,
to follow the law.
Assume this is Merrick Garland at the Department of Justice, Joe Biden's Attorney General, to send FBI agents tomorrow.
Terrible. Oh, hold on. Whoops. To send the FBI agents to do the FBI's job. What? I don't know why he's playing that part of it. Rep. Rokana on breaking news. This gives me confidence in the Justice Department. Okay, the law is clear. We don't engage in raids unless you've exhausted all the other remedies. Raids are a last resort. So, yeah, they exhausted all the other remedies. He's been lying. Crook one is a shook one. Mar-a-Lago down. Shades of Nixon.
At the highest level. Now, here we go. The former president of the United States goes on. Hillary Clinton.
I love how he's reading it on his phone. It's like Michael is a lovely human being. Never met the dude, but moments ago, the FBI has raided it. Moments ago. These are the moments we share.
Feds were executing a search warrant. President Trump issued a statement on the raid saying this: "These are dark times for our nation. As my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago, and..."
How do you not laugh when you read that? Honestly, maybe Rappaport's right about the Botox, that he can't. He's going, oh, you dumb son of a bitch. But he can't actually show it.
Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided, and occupied by a large group of FBI agents.
Okay, again, fuck you if you are you say you're fucking pro-cop and all that stuff, because they were there, they picked up some stuff, they gathered evidence, and they left. He has every legal remedy available to him. I just want to know if they got the PP tape.
This unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate. It is prosecutorial.
Is he going to read this whole fucking thing?
Misconduct, the weaponization of the justice system, and an attack by radical left Democrats.
This is Jesse Waters' Hindenburg moment.
Who desperately don't want me to run for president in 2024.
So true. It's out of desperation. All right, let's see what news.
We have breaking news. This is a
Yikes. And if you've got breaking news, Greta's the one to break it.
Statement from former President Donald Trump. These are dark times for our nation as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents.
They already left.
Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before.
But a former president, it's a first for former presidents as well.
After working and cooperating with the relevant...
Also, by the way, the crimes he committed have never been committed by another president. So there's that. Unless you count Gene Hackman in absolute power.
Government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was
all right, I'm always reading the thing. There's Roe. Hold on. Breaking the real Mac report on Fox. Were they live when this shit happened? Hold on.
Donald Trump says his home at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida is, as he describes it, currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. We don't have many details from the FBI itself.
We'll just take his word for it. Raided, under siege, yeah.
Itself, but...
which makes me now want to watch Under Siege.
Bottom line, the president, former president, 45th...
I'm a cook. Lowly cook.
The president of the United States says his home is being raided by the FBI. Let's get your reaction. Go around the horn. Jeff?
Well, first of all, my reaction is that what kind of an asshole lives at a golf course? Dude can't afford a fucking house. He's a billionaire. Why is he living at one of his golf facilities? Like some sort of lunatic. Why is his wife never there? Why is she always with their kid in fucking Baltimore? What? I thought he lived in New York and then he moved to a golf. He can't afford a fucking house in Palm Beach that he could. What's happening? Why does he live in the fucking attic at his golf course like a fucking? What the hell is that?
Well, it's hard to react without knowing more details, but...
Yes, well, just take his word for it. Under siege. It's being occupied. The FBI, they have a list of demands. They're all clogging the toilets and giving upper deckers. They've spray painted Antifa on the walls in ketchup.
Certainly with the news that we've seen in the last few weeks, not just from the January 6th panel, but out of the Department of Justice and reporting about the Department of Justice, it's been clear that
clear that I got nothing. Cut away from me, please, for fuck's sake. This just happened. Oh, that's nasty. It's Rudy laying on the bed. Oh, and this is his live reaction.
I have very disgusting news to share. The FBI, the Federal Bureau of Idiots, okay, and I have nothing but respect for our law enforcement, but not these guys. These disgusting people and women. They probably have some women too. You can't forget that. They'll cancel you if you don't remember that some of the federal idiots are also women, sir. Well, they have invaded unlawfully using some sort of fake thing called a search warrant. They're in...
Right. Ding! There you go.
Raided former President Trump's home in...
Get the fuck out. Not raided.
Mar-a-Lago.
In all fairness, they were chasing Paul Manafort and he thought it was base.
Feds were executing a search warrant. President Trump issued a statement on the raid saying this. These are...
Okay, he's just reading this shit again.
Up front tonight on this Monday, breaking news. We are learning that the FBI
has broke some news.
Executed a search warrant at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida. Obviously, a very significant head.
Sorry, this is just kind of like, I can't. Can I please? Here's the.
We are learning that the FBI executed a search warrant at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida. Obviously, a very significant headline there. We're going to be getting much more information over the coming minutes. Literally, we have just found this out. As we get more, we're going to bring it to you. Obviously,
Bring it to me. Bring it to me, baby. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. This is just wrong. These are not happy people right now. This is Dana Loesch is not having a good day. This is rough. Tell us
Your reaction.
Give us your reaction, Lana Douche.
I'm stunned, Jesse.
I'm stunned. I thought he was going to get away with it, quite frankly.
I mean, this was not the news I think that any of us were expecting to read about on a Monday.
No, and you're not reading about it now. You're being told about it while you're on live television. That's got to fuck with you.
Evening.
You didn't even have a chance to emotionally prepare.
Love to see what warrant, what reasoning they gave in the warrant. Of course, I don't.
It might be. I'm going to go out on a limb. It might have something to do with the multiple boxes of classified material that he took out of the White House and then tried not to give back for fucking months and lied about whether or not he made copies of it during that time. And their knowledge from people within Mar-a-Lago that they had just basically, they gave all the shit back after they duplicated it, and that's illegal too. You don't get to keep a copy for yourself. It's not the paper we give a fuck about or the hard drives themselves. If you have copies of shit, they want it all back.
Really know how much faith I want to put into warrants regarding Trump or regarding this crossfire hurricane or whatever nonsense that's being
crossfire hurricane. I think this is Operation Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Cooked up at this point, considering the fact that, Jesse, we still don't have anything other than a wrist slap for Kevin Kleinsmith, the guy who actually doctored emails, removing exculpatory information from the CIA in order to obtain a FISA warrant to spy on innocent Americans who were helping out with Trump's campaign back in 2016.
Oh, you mean fucking Carter Page? That dude, the changes that guy, I don't know how many times I got to say this, the changes that guy made it less likely that they would continue the FISA warrant to search or to follow him around and listen to his communications. It made it less likely that they would do that. He was trying to do Carter Page a fucking solid.
So I'm not really sure that I put a lot of stock in a lot of institutions, but I'm going to...
Yeah. Well, then, tell you what. How about this? We wait. We see what stuff they find there that they present as evidence. And that's that. And I'm sure he'll be exonerated and all the stuff. You'll be able to look through all of it. I'll be able to look through all of it. And we'll be able to judge it based on the merits.
I'm going to tell you something, Jesse?
Let me tell you what.
Democrats are gambling here. The FBI is being accused of being too involved in presidential elections, not just in 2016, but also in 2020.
Well, it's interesting. Trump is being accused of criming during those elections, and therefore the FBI would be involved. The FBI is far too involved in trying to catch serial killers. Some people are starting to think that they're posing as serial killers just to give themselves something to do.
If they
find something that makes me look like an asshole for the last 5 years, fuck.
Walk out with something huge.
Yes, like a big gold statue of Trump.
They better walk out with something huge if you're...
Yeah, they better come out of there with something gigantic. Psst, they will.
Doing something like this, but I seriously doubt it because...
Yeah, I don't even know. If they walked out of there with... I wouldn't even believe it.
Everything else that they've accused Trump and the campaign of have been a bust. They're...
No.
Gambling because I don't think Americans have any more faith at all whatsoever to give these institutions that have been so far held unaccountable from the taxpayer and voter.
This is terrible. I think we need to dismantle the FBI. They're not supposed to look into our side. They're not supposed to, okay?
Going to absolutely enrage the country.
I know, I'm furious. I'm furious that they didn't have drone footage following them in there. So, hold on. Let me go to Pornhub. I bet it's showing up on a lot of Democratic search results.
Especially the Republican base, a base that is clearly behind the ex-president. You look at the CPAC straw poll, dominating it. You look at the straw poll they did for the Turning Point event.
Turning Point. He's killing it at the things he's invited to that he'll only go to if they can guarantee that he wins the straw polls.
He dominated it.
Dominating.
He is he's obviously the front runner to seize the Republican nomination, and polling now shows that he's going to defeat Joe Biden in 2024 if that's the matchup. So to then send FBI agents, we assume this is Merrick Garland at the Department of Justice, Joe Biden's Attorney General, to send FBI agents to Mar-a-Lago, to the home.
Yeah, you know what I think did it? Was that 528,000 jobs added. They're just like, you know what? Fuck these people. I'm just kidding.
Of the president, before a midterm election, in the run-up to
they're yelling defund the FBI.
A presidential election is insane.
It's crazy. This is nuts.
It's insane.
It's insane. And I don't have time for this. We were supposed to be off the air 2 minutes ago. I have to get these eyebrows back to Ben Shapiro.
And the people of this country
insane.
are not going to go for this.
No, they are going to rise up. This reminds me of the end of the British office. You are going to have a mutiny on your hands. I've been made redundant when I sacrificed myself for others.
What a gambit. And keep in mind, too, and I know, Jesse, you've talked about this, this is the same FBI as well who sat on Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, they did? Is that how it got broken? Sorry. What laptop? There is no Hunter Biden laptop. It doesn't fucking exist. And by the way, the FBI agents that allegedly picked it up from the McIsaac's shop, they don't exist either. They're not real people. Those are not real FBI agents. I don't know who the fuck he fell for, but that's garbage. This asshole gave it to, we're from FBI.
For a year, and you had all of these you have all of these intelligence officials that signed this statement saying that it was all nothing but Russian collusion, and now they're all admitting that it's real, but they're only using it as a
No, they're not. None of those people did.
Cudgel to try to threaten Biden from running again so that they can substitute in Gavin Newsom for 2024 because
that's what it is. It's just all those pictures of your son and all that shit we've been talking about him. That we're going to show people the pictures. We've already shown them. If you don't let Gavin Newsom be president. What? And they have to do it the next 4 years because Gavin will be too old to be president. What?
Biden's too much of an embarrassment, and I don't know which, Joe or his son. I mean, I don't know at this point.
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Maybe has anybody checked to see if Hunter Biden is a member at Mar-a-Lago? At this point, it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe that's why wouldn't that be the funniest fucking thing? Is they did this whole raid, and it turned out to be IRS agents actually, and they walk Hunter Biden out in cuffs, and they're like, it was a misunderstanding, but he's gonna be out by 6 o'clock.
But you're absolutely right. I mean,
you're absolutely right. As you always are, about all these things that you're wrong about.
I have no idea what they're thinking about doing this right before midterms. I mean, we're
it's almost like they don't give a shit. Ted Bundy was a Republican fundraiser, and John Wayne Gacy was a Democratic fundraiser. I wonder if there was any elections going on leading up to, in certain areas, local elections that they had both raised money for, around the time that they were looking into their fucking crawl spaces or their murder sprees. And they went, guys, hands off. I know we want to get this guy before he goes and murders another 6 co-eds, but there's an election coming. We don't want to politicize the FBI by digging around in this guy's crawl space for dead teens.
Days out. I can't even remember the number of days anymore.
Well, it must be a shock. I like the look on his face right there. That's fun. It's just, that's the theme today.
Right out of midterms. So far, this has not provided anything. It has not produced anything. It has only added questions. And Democrats doing this when we have inflation, we have a recession.
Yeah. Why are you enforcing laws when there's other... Why are you pulling me over, officer? There are murderers on the street. I realize my car is in the middle of a playground, but there are people out there... Yes. There are people selling crack. Why are you pulling me over? What do you mean I was asleep and my engine was running? On what? Oh my God, there are children under the car. This is prosecutorial misconduct.
We have problems at the border. This is just nothing more than Democrats trying to settle political scores.
Well, they're doing a fine fucking job. Dark Brandon. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find a... I think we got to go, just like, is this how we do Dark Brandon from now on? Or, hold on, I know what'll do it. Hold on. Let's see if I can bring up some of these, if it's at all possible. Nope. Maybe this will do it. Nope, that's just blurry. What the hell? No. We have to have some sort of a Dark Brandon. Yeah, here we go. Hi, welcome to Dark Brandon. Welcome to the Dark Brandon show. Yeah, we're very happy you could join us tonight. Of course, we're all happy to be showing you what's going on at Mar-a-lago right now. Trump was raided. Let's check in.
There's breaking news out of Palm Beach, Florida. Former President Trump says his Mar-a-Lago home there is being raided by...
And we're all shocked that he considers that a fucking home. Again, why is this asshole living at a golf course?
You never know what the day is going to bring, File. There's breaking news out of Palm Beach...
You know who did know? Ron DeSantis and Dark Brandon.
Florida. Former President Trump says his Mar-a-Lago home there is being raided by the FBI right now. He detailed it in a lengthy post on his social media site. CNBC and NBC News have not confirmed the law enforcement activity, but the former president wrote that a, quote, large group of FBI agents is at his property. He describes it as a siege, calling the raid
because he's a child
unannounced. This comes just weeks after NBC News reported that the Justice...
It's not a no-knock warrant, it's a three-knuckle warrant. Sorry.
Department has been investigating the former president's actions.
There was no rubber glove. There was no lube.
As part of its investigation into the events.
This is my impersonation of what the FBI made me do. Show me on the doll where the FBI hurt you.
January 6th and the insurrection at the Capitol. Now, to be clear.
Are you an FBI agent? Are those people, are they FBI?
We have no indication at this point as to what the nature of this raid entails, but we are working to learn more.
Oh, we are.
We'll get updates as
you betcha
to you as we get them.
I suspect it has to do with
if there's anything more disgusting than a no-knock raid, it's Alan Dershowitz.
Some investigations leading toward Donald Trump and some
Donald Trump's. Just say it. It's like Troth Central.
With his associates, but again, The law is clear. You don't engage in a raid unless you've exhausted all the other remedies, unless you
And we're all fucking exhausted giving this guy remedies.
believe that the person raided will destroy the evidence. Raids are not a first recourse in America. They're a last
Yeah, it's almost like months have fucking passed.
recourse. And so the government will have to show a court eventually that they exhausted all other possibilities.
Well, we're back at Mar-a-lago. I'm showing up to turn myself in. I'm wearing Armani. She's wearing a shower curtain from Dubai.
Or they had a reasonable basis for believing that the evidence would be destroyed if it was sought in the normal legal course of events through subpoena. Raids are
or he was going to sell it.
Last resort. But today, in many instances, it's being used as a first resort. The same
bullshit. All right, done. That's a lie. Feds rolling into Mar-a-Lago. Like, yeah, here we go.
Off! Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. Turn them off. No, get those lights off. Off! Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off.
Jesus Christ, what was that from?
Turn them off. No, get those lights off. Off! Turn them off.
They could see through my hair. So many people are just like, when I saw this. Oh, this is just a graphic. Okay, here we go.
Obviously, a very significant headline that you are breaking. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, this is incredibly significant. And of course, we should note that when the former president confirmed that, yes, this raid did happen on his Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, he did not specify why exactly this raid happened. So we are still trying to confirm that. Of course, I know you mentioned the missing documents from the National Archives and the concerns about that. So that remains to be seen. I will note that in this statement where the former president confirmed to me that, yes, FBI agents did conduct a raid at Mar-a-Lago today, he said it was a large number of FBI, a large group of FBI agents. He says that he believes this is a politically motivated.
Of course, what the fuck do you think he's going to say?
Motivated event that happened, this search of Mar-a-Lago. Of course, we're waiting to hear from authorities why they conducted this search, how they got this search warrant, and of course, what the reason is behind it. I will note, he does give one detail in here that is notable. He says, quote, Aaron, I'm going to read this now. Such an assault could only take place in broken third world countries. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries. He says, quote,
Whoops. Oh, crap. He's just reading that whole thing. By the way, can I just say for the record, this is the same day this came out of the toilet flushing thing. Maybe they saw this and decided to go after it. Hold on. Turn this up. Check. There we go. That's better. I don't want to get it too loud. I'm just saying. Anyways, it opened a page on this thing. I don't know why. Let's see. Well, this is way better. Okay, sort of. Hold on. I'll just go with this Dark Brandon. I'm so excited about the whole thing. It's just very exciting. It's interesting that this happened the same day as the story we're hearing about the toilet story from the toilet store, the toilet story from Maggie Haberman. Mar-a-Lago, we'll go to here. We'll go to the latest again. We'll go to videos, see what we got. See if because these are going to be breaking news things. Videos, here we go. That's the misery. There's the folks. All right. I honestly, should I have one or two? It's hard to say. I like all these. I'm just saying. There's a lot of these are good. This is a little better, maybe. I could try. Yeah, this is a little better. At least. There we go. They only go when I all right, then they disappear. As long as I don't open my mouth too much. Although this is very choppy. I don't know why they're all choppy today. I'll fix that later in post. But yeah. And Jesse Waters. He was on the air when it happened, so he's going to be the misery. Oh, come on, Bongholio.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is tough. Thank God you're available. Everybody else was busy.
Yeah, I mean, you think this is some third world bullshit right here.
Yelling Fox. This is some third world bullshit right now. Well, he was kind of a third world tin pot dictator. It makes sense.
Let me say it again. Third world bullshit.
Don't do that. You're on broadcast television. Now everybody's getting demonetized, you prick.
I mean every word of that.
Even the word third?
I don't care that it's cable news.
Well, asshole, you should. It's not your channel, dummy.
I was a federal agent. I raised my right hand, and
I would have never, no matter how much evidence there was, gone after Donald Trump. I would have refused to fulfill my oath like a good maggot.
Swore to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, and I love this country.
Right, and a duly issued search warrant would be under the scope of that oath.
Is a freaking disgrace. A disgrace.
It's a disgrace. I mean, I don't know what they're looking for, and I haven't read the search warrant, but I think nobody should be even allowed to raid a golf course owned by a former president.
We don't live in Cuba.
That's true. We can't agree on that one. Yeah.
We don't live under Kim Jong-un.
No. Well, I mean, you'd have to ask Trump. I mean, he's the one who cradled his nuts for a while. So maybe are we adjacent?
We live in a constitutional republic.
Right, where the FBI gets a search warrant before they raid a place, and then they execute the search warrant, and then they fucking leave.
Representative democracy.
Right, yes, and he was voted out.
You have a bunch of FBI agents raiding the home?
No, they're raiding a golf course facility. It's not a home. He may be staying there. Home is where the shard is, so maybe you're right.
A former president because they don't like his politics?
No, because they don't like him stealing 15 boxes of classified material, you fucking tool.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I am kind of. I honestly, I don't. Hold on. I'll find something. No, it's down here. I got something. Hold on. 32. Any of these? Maybe it's the output of these things. Maybe not. Okay.
You've spent this whole show, Jesse, and I've
crying.
Spent my entire time either on Fox or on my podcast.
Yeah, which notice he didn't mention radio anymore.
Exposing the left for claiming Russia interfered in an election as Hillary Clinton paid off a bunch of foreign agents, her team literally to fabricate a story that.
Well, no, the Washington Free Beacon paid for those. She just bought it after the fact. She bought it used.
Occupied the nation.
She bought a used PP tape.
For 4 years. What's she doing right now? Getting a manicure.
Yeah. Can we just all enjoy that? I hope, Hillary, if you're listening, I hope you're getting a manicure right now and laughing your ass off.
In freaking Chappaqua.
Chappaqua? You mean Chappaquiddick? Chappaqua. Where's Chappaqua? Does anybody know where Chappaqua is? Most people don't know this, but the Chappaqua Indians were known for giving the best French tips in the old colonies.
She's not doing squat.
Well, you don't squat. You sit in a chair and then you put your feet in the. I've only had a couple of manicures, but a lot of them have like vibrating chairs, and then you do one hand at a time, and then they put your hand, I think, in palm olive dishwashing soap, and I mean, I have limited knowledge of them. I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Oh my God. He's channeling Anna Kasparian.
Hunter Biden is having sex on tape while.
Okay. Is he now?
While doing crack.
Right now? Hunter, wherever you are. So Hillary's getting her nails done. Hunter's doing crack and having sex on tape. You're still taping it. Good for you, Hunter, for being old school. I personally would use my phone or a digital format, but you know what I mean? Maybe there's something to VHS. It's got a giant fucking video camera from Boogie Nights.
And what is he doing? He's living in a Malibu mansion. And yet the president, the former...
Yeah, none of those involve classified materials. I'm just saying for the record.
President, who whether you agree with him or not...
Not. Put me in the not category.
On his claims about the election, whether you agree or not...
Not.
We still live in a country where you were allowed to challenge your election.
Yeah, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You don't get to challenge the election and steal classified material.
An election. There's even a process. The ECA, the Electoral Count Act.
What does that have to do with this?
You may not like it, but it's a process. How do I know it's a process?
Because we've been in that process for a long time?
Because some people are trying to reform it. You may not like it.
They're just getting rid of Jesse. Jesse hit the get me the fuck out of here button.
But now you send the FBI. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Trump should be allowed to keep whatever he wants. It's finders keepers is the one rule of the administration.
I have paid due deference to the FBI for a long time.
But now I'm done. Fuck the FBI. Defund the FBI. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
A lot of listeners didn't like it because I work with some very good people over there who've since retired.
I mean, they were offered early retirement or prosecution, but yeah.
Management.
Why is he screaming? Because quiet ignorance isn't as convincing.
The FBI has now shredded any single sliver of
shredding. By the way, we're going to find out that they raided because they found out he was shredding documents. By the way, you know, Trump shredded things, put them in a toilet, tried to flush them away. Just saying.
Credibility this agency had left.
Why? Because they carried out a search warrant issued by a judge?
Nobody will take them seriously from this point on.
I take them very seriously. I take the FBI quite seriously. As a matter of fact, if they showed up at my door with a search warrant, I'd go, all right, well, do you need me to stand outside while it happens? Or I know you guys are just doing your job. Yeah, I'll handle this in court. This has nothing to do with you. You guys find what you need to find.
It is over. You've heard the examples. Stone, Manafort.
Yeah, good, all good and innocent men.
Cohen, over and over. Are they good guys? Are they bad guys?
They're bad guys.
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, well, it matters depending on whether or not they warrant a search.
I don't know them. All I'm telling...
I don't know them. I don't care. All I know is I need to hate on the FBI right now. Welcome to the Boo Fuckity Who channel.
This is some third world bullshit here.
Hold on. We got...
Starts crapping their diaper and whining about it, fire a...
Hold on.
I don't like them either. Republicans may not be the solution to your problems, but is you cannot tell me we still live in a constitutional republic and not the freaking third world.
FBI took 15 boxes of material from Mar-a-lago. Motherfucker, he copied the 15 boxes directly. He took 15 boxes of classified material. The FBI came and took 15 boxes of material from Mar-a-Lago. 1-to-1, you dumb motherfucker. Oh, my God.
When you have Hillary Clinton...
Look at this shit on the bottom of the screen.
...paying foreign agents to interfere with an election, people lying under oath repeatedly, Hunter Biden doing crack on tape, and what happens? Where are the federal...
By the way, I've not seen Hunter Biden doing crack on tape. Just for the record. I've seen pictures of him with a crack pipe in his mouth asleep, which totally could never be faked. And of course, who doesn't smoke crack to wind down? I've seen him smoking a cigarette in a tub. That's the smoking stuff. I've also seen a shot of him from a camera up like this, and then a cut to another white rocks on a little scale, and then a conversation with an edit in it. But anyways, crack, fucking tape, whatever. You've seen more than I have.
Federal agents, they're not in Malibu. They're not in Chappaqua. They're in Mar-a-Lago. This is some
Chappaqua?
third.
Please tell me if Chappaqua is a real place. Does he mean Chappaquiddick? Chappaqua?
World garbage that happened tonight, and I'm telling you, the FBI management, here's a solution.
The FBI management. I would like to speak to Dan Bongholio is having a Karen moment. I would like to speak to the management, please.
Last thing. We have now got to win in 2022. You have no choice now, folks. Oh, we don't like the swampy Republicans. I don't like them either. Republicans may not be the solution to your problems, but Democrats are certainly the cause of all your problems right now. If there was ever a clarion call to remove your ass from the seat and go vote in 2022, this is it. And there has to be...
Yes, you've got to vote in a rigged election for establishment rhinos. Otherwise, you're in big trouble. I'm sure that'll sell really great.
Not only hearings, but a total house cleaning at the top of the...
Total.
DOJ and the FBI. When the left is complaining...
I do no such thing.
About one firing, fire 10 more people the next day. And then when the New York Times starts crapping their diaper and whining about it, fire 100 more people the day after that.
Just randomly fire people for no fucking cause because you don't like what happened to a dude who stole 15 boxes of classified material from the White House that he has absolutely no right to as a private citizen?
Until you can get people in there who aren't Republicans, who aren't Democrats, but who believe in our Constitution like I did.
Well, apparently not, because you would not have executed a duly authorized search warrant on somebody that you're politically aligned with. So fuck off with that nonsense.
I'm going to give my life to protect Barack Obama. I spent 2 years in his detail around the world's hot zones. So I'm not going to be lectured by some a-hole leftist about anything.
Well, I mean... Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sorry. Does previous service that you apparently disagree with currently somehow mean that everything you say is free of criticism? Is that how our system works? Because I assume you're not going to give John Kerry shit. Man got a Purple Heart in Vietnam and went in front of the Congress to try and end it. No?
They didn't see my kid crying as I was flying around the world to protect the guy they loved. He was the president. I did my job. This is freaking embarrassing. There should be a massive house cleaning.
And again, based on what? Why should there be a massive house cleaning? What evidence? I mean, talk about not waiting till the actual story comes in to start making up your mind about it. Where in this, how is it that anyone is above the law in this particular situation, especially when this is, it seems like if what Fox is reporting is true in their Chiron, and nobody is jumping in to say this, it just showed up on the Chiron that they took 15 boxes worth of stuff from Trump's from Mar-a-Lago. How is Trump somehow not legally responsible for any of this stuff? How is he just magic from now on? Why does he deserve king-like status where nobody can bother him ever again or go after him for any illegal activity because you fucking like him?
And I'm telling you, please, God, I am begging you to vote in 2022.
Yeah, they're not going to. They're going to be. And matter of fact, once word gets out that DeSantis knew about the raid because he had to and didn't say anything because he wouldn't, even if he wanted to tip off Trump and wanted to be a good guy, he couldn't do it because he'd get fucked by it in the long run. But still.
Or you might not recognize this place afterwards.
I think people are going to flood to the polls.
Yeah, I totally think they're going to just vote like they've never voted, like they've voted before, you know?
In November, but
they're going to go down, like, they're going to go to the voting booths like I go to Chinatown just to be racist. This is, and by the way, I'm noticing right now, Bongholio, that the look on your face is, I don't know that I've seen you this miserable since you actually worked here in the building.
I think there's going to be some more.
It's so true. There's going to be a lot of this
action you're going to see out on the streets from the.
Yeah, people are going to rise up.
Base. after they see
the base is going to go down and they're going to stand in front of Mar-a-Lago and defend his golf course that's kept alive by their donations with their bodies.
This break tonight because this base is very loyal to this president.
They are. They love him like you love him, like I love him.
And I'm not even talking about the base. I think
no, I don't even. You know what? Fuck the base. Now that I think of it,
there's just a lot of honest Americans that have had it
with honesty. They're sick. There are a lot of honest Americans who are just they've got too much honesty. They're fed up with honesty, and now they're not going to stand for it anymore. They have peaked. Honesty has jumped the shark.
This corrupt government and what the FBI has done.
Again, and I'm just, getting the story, and I'm just assuming that they have no reason to do this, and that it's completely devoid of merit, and that our FBI are the corrupt ones in this situation, and not Donald Trump, who previously we know has been engaged in back and forth with the Justice Department about having stolen documents he had no right to from the White House when he left, that no other president would ever try to take with them. And but I'm going to assume what I'm trying to say is honest people want to defund the FBI.
Done. There's more from the statement from the president. He says,
you can feel the tears.
The political persecution of President Donald J. Trump has been going on for years, with now the fully debunked Russia scam, impeachment hoax #1, impeachment hoax #2, and so much more. It just never ends. It is a political targeting at the highest level. Hillary Clinton was able to delete and acid watch 33,000 emails after.
Hold on. She was able to delete and acid watch? Those are expensive. I mean, they burn your wrist, but has anybody had one of those acid watches? Swatch made them for a while, but then people's hands kept falling off.
Political targeting at the highest level. Hillary Clinton was able to delete an acid watch.
Yeah, she deleted an acid watch, guys. That's amazing.
33,000 emails after they were subpoenaed by Congress.
They were.
Absolutely nothing has happened to hold her accountable.
Terrible.
She even took antique furniture and other items.
Are you just reading these to Bongholio just to make him more miserable? Because I'm for it.
From the White House, I stood up to America's bureaucratic corruption. I restored power to the people and truly delivered for our country.
I was a Spice Girl.
Like we have never seen before. The establishment hated it as they watched my endorsed candidates win big victories.
You're too far into it now. You can't back out now, fucker. You got to finish reading it as it gets more embarrassing and stupid and childish and shitty. You're in for a penny, in for a pound.
And see my dominance in all polls.
And see my dominance in all polls. And the Lord spoke unto them.
And they are trying to stop me. And the Republican Party wants more. The lawlessness, political persecution, and witch hunt must be exposed and stopped. I will continue to fight for the great American people. It's not just about the MAGA movement. It's not just about the Republican Party.
No, it's not. It's about... Dan, am I losing you? Bongholio, you seem like you're losing your pressure.
Party, this is much, much bigger than politics. This is explosive.
Yes. Diarrhea.
And dangerous stuff.
Yes. You wear gloves.
Stuff the Biden administration has done. And I think they're going to pay a serious price for this. Stand by.
Yes, very serious.
Gene, I'll give you one final reaction.
One final reaction. Since you just heard about this and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you've been railing against the FBI for a search warrant that was obviously legally obtained, but just assume they're the criminals.
I just want to say in closing, listen, America, they're laughing at you. The left...
No, we're not. Stop it. We aren't... Quit it. That's not... You guys... I told you, we're not... They're having a moment, all right? This is rough for them. What did I say?
Thinks this is hilarious.
No, we don't. I am not enjoying this. I am not. I take this level of law and order we knock it off. I am not enjoying this, all right? These are matters of national security. These are dark times, as the former president said, these are dark Brandons that we're finding ourselves in, and I want you to know that
if you doubt me,
I don't.
Just go to any of their goofy platforms.
Yes, infotainmentwars.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Hal Sparks. You're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. Wow, this is fun.
Twitter or elsewhere right now, they think this is hilarious.
I feel seen.
You know what's really hilarious?
Uh-huh.
You going out tomorrow if you're not registered to vote and doing it.
That's hilarious.
That's really hilarious.
That's really hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean not hilarious.
This is going to get really ugly.
Too late.
If you don't vote in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, mark the date, folks. It is.
Yes, what day is today? What day is it? This is the day it all turned. Fuck Roe v. Wade. Fuck the fact that we didn't vote for the PACT Act. Fuck the infrastructure bill. Fuck them trying to cap insulin and the Republicans blocking it. That doesn't matter. They raided Mar-a-Lago. This is the end.
It's now 7:40 Eastern Time on the Jesse Waters Show on August 8th. Remember the date I told you?
Oh, I'll remember it. I'm going to think really hard.
This. You aren't going to recognize your country if you don't fix this.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly won't recognize the Trump years because they will have faded into obscurity if this asshole gets his comeuppance and future presidential hopefuls recognize that they can't just get in there and crime the fuck out of the place.
And stat.
Joe Biden.
And stat. Get on it.
Was elected and he promised to bring people together.
And he did. He's bringing the FBI and the staff of Mar-a-Lago together. I'm sure they were very friendly.
And calm things down.
and that means not going after crimes from our side. That's what that means. Okay? No, they're not still there. They left.
For the Trump presidency, and he just burned everything to the ground.
Did he? He just burned it to the ground. Well, I mean, you don't think Trump has some culpability for keeping this material at Mar-a-Lago? You don't? No? I mean, can we just enjoy Bongholio's face? Oh, so good. All right. Let's see. And everybody, Jesse Waters was on, so does the Fourth Amendment not apply to Mar-a-Lago? Hotep Jesus? Wow. Yeah, it does. That's why of course it does. That's why they had to get a search warrant. What is it? I don't know why that's a thing. All right. Everybody's just going Mar-a-Lago raid, making me feel like, what is this?
Right. What does it feel like to be an elitist New York piece of shit?
It feels awesome.
Thank you. Miss, I'm so
It feels awesome. Oh no. Trump at Mar-a-Lago earlier today. Oh no. How long did it take, Jesus Christ, for people to cut these things together? No good, so bad. Let's see. The latest, let's see if there's any late breaking news on this. Trump says, okay, this is the 5. A lot of this is going to be repeats, but under siege. Come and join this space. Emergency press conference. Trump Mar-a-Lago search warrant raided. Listen live. Crypto lawyer Julia Ryan Van Siegel, on this Mark Ultra MAGA. Should we listen in? Your mic will be off to start.
So that would be the District of Florida. And then the FBI, for jurisdictional purposes, will always bring locals with them. So in this case, it's usually the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office in Palm Beach County. In this case, since Mar-a-Lago is actually in Palm Beach, Florida. So if you're not aware of how Palm Beach County is, Palm Beach County is pretty massive. It's pretty big. It's one of the blue areas next to Broward County. It's the next bluest in the state. And there's two bridges actually from West Palm Beach over to Palm Beach. And when you leave West Palm Beach and go to Palm Beach, they have two bridges. They have license plate runners, and they have the town of Palm Beach police.
God, who gives a shit? These assholes. First image is the FBI conducting a raid. Right. FBI excuse. I mean, come on. Bad breaking news.
I'm really confident that the Inflation Reduction Act will endure as one of the defining feats of the 21st century.
Hold on.
President Biden is one step closer to a major political victory. After months of stalled negotiations, Senate Democrats banded together to get his economic agenda across the finish line.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill, as amended, is passed.
With every Republican opposed, Vice President Kamala Harris casting the time-breaking vote. On the Senate floor, Democrats jumping to their feet, erupting in cheers. Handing President Biden...
Oh, wait, quit. This is, I mean, come on now. It's beautiful. Oh, it's a popcorn night. These are Dark Brandons. It's funny that he said dark times because of the Dark Brandon thing. It's bugging him. By the way, Dark Brandon memes upset Trump. Just so you know. They're very hard for him to take. This is why the search is okay. The media is missing the really, really big reason why the raid is a potential blockbuster in American politics. Mark Elias shall forfeit his office and be disqualified from holding any office under the United States. Oh yeah, if he violates concealment or removal or mutilation generally of those things. Okay, yeah, if he stole and copied documents, he can't run for office again. That disqualifies him. He fucked up. He didn't have to keep any of this shit. He was supposed to turn it all over. He had been in negotiations. If they find that he was concealing this stuff, he can't run for president again. And by the way, he probably turned himself in so that he can martyr himself and, yeah, just a bunch of garbage. Dark Brandon. Come on now. Please, more. I just want to see more like Fox freak out. The videos are by, responding to, the Hillary Clinton stuff. Yeah, these are mostly what we're going to see. I'm well over time. It's 5:30. So I'm going to ditch out and we'll all just watch this. Holy shit, this is going to be a fun week. Oh my God. You've been watching House Sparks Mega Worldwide, and I couldn't be happier that this kind of stuff takes off. Enjoy watching the news tonight, kids, because it's going to be a good fucking time. I'm going to go eat some dinner and watch the news and try not to choke while I laugh. Give a thumbs up on your way out the door if you feel like it. I appreciate you being here. Normally I have, the show kind of prepared so that we can do some clips, stuff I haven't seen before. But when we have breaking news, we break it. That's what we do. This is good. Tomorrow, holy hell. Tomorrow's news, like tomorrow afternoon's show is going to be full of this shit. CSL and I will try, he'll try and dig up some stuff that I haven't seen myself of these people panicking. I won't watch OAN or Newsmax or any of those things tonight so we can watch those clips tomorrow. I want to just see these fucking panic attacks happening. And by the way, I'd like to remind everyone, all the warnings that the base is going to rise up and protect Trump because they're going after him and all this stuff. None of that's going to happen. There's going to be there might be a couple of nuts that pop off, or there's a danger around some of these lunatics. But as a mass, the maggots are not going to rise up and take out the entire, force the FBI to give back what they took or some shit. This was kind of the perfect day, and I will sign off on this, kind of the perfect day to be wearing this shirt. I'm just saying. Just one more thing, Mr. Trump. We wouldn't happen to have evidence that's safe at Mar-a-Lago, would you? I mean, come on. I did not coordinate this. I did not. Although I wish I had. Anyways, you guys are wonderful. Thanks again to Bob Seska for joining us this morning. Holy shit, this was fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the afternoon show. Take care of yourself and take care of somebody else and enjoy watching the news tonight. Have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Olivia, we love you. We're sorry to see you go. In all seriousness, you were beautiful, and thank you for sharing the earth with us. Okay, there, I said it before I go. All right. Have fun, guys.